Caught her live streaming from my bedroom to her OnlyFans while I was asleep in the background. When I woke up, she said, "Relax, I'm making us money." I didn't argue, I just packed my things and left. She's called 73 times since, crying that she deleted her OnlyFans account. Let me start by saying I'm not against content creation or people doing what they want with their own image. What I am against is having my privacy violated while I'm literally asleep, and that's exactly what happened. 3 weeks ago, my girlfriend Tessa, 26, and I, 28, had been together for just over a year. We met at a friend's housewarming party, bonded over our mutual love of obscure 90s cartoons, and things progressed naturally from there. About 4 months ago, she moved into my apartment. It made sense at the time. Her lease was ending, we were spending most nights together anyway, and splitting the rent would help us both save money. Tessa works in marketing. Though her hours were cut during recent company restructuring, she went from full-time to part-time, working just Tuesday through Thursday. I'm a network administrator for a local healthcare system, so my income is stable but not extravagant. With her reduced hours, our combined income took a hit. We weren't desperately struggling, but the comfort margin we'd enjoyed was definitely gone. Bills got paid, but savings had stalled, and we'd started having those tense "do we really need this?" conversations at the grocery store. About 2 months ago, Tessa started mentioning how some of her friends were making easy money on subscription content platforms. She'd bring it up casually, gauge my reaction, then drop it when I didn't show much interest. I always changed the subject because, frankly, it wasn't something I was comfortable discussing, not because I'm a prude, but because it just wasn't something I wanted in my relationship. I began noticing small changes around the apartment, new packages arriving that Tessa would quickly tuck away, a makeup organizer that appeared in our bathroom with brands I'd never seen her use before, and once, I found a small LED light in her nightstand drawer when I was looking for a charger. When I asked about it, she said it was for better selfie lighting for her Instagram. It made sense, so I didn't think much of it. Fast forward to 3 weeks ago, it was a Saturday morning, and I'd had a rough week dealing with a system migration that went sideways. I was exhausted and sleeping in. Somewhere in that half-awake, half-asleep state, I became aware of Tessa's voice. She was talking softly but animatedly, which was odd since she's usually not a morning person. I reluctantly opened my eyes, expecting to see her on a phone call. Instead, I saw her sitting at the foot of our bed in lingerie, facing her laptop, which was open on the dresser. She was smiling, posing, and responding to comments that were scrolling by on the screen. It took my sleep-addled brain a few seconds to process what was happening. She was live streaming from our bedroom while I was asleep in the background. I sat up abruptly. "What are you doing?" She startled slightly but recovered quickly, turning to the camera with a laugh. "Look who's awake. Say hi, babe." "Tessa, are you streaming right now?" I was fully awake now, pulling the covers up to make sure I was covered. "Just a second, guys," she said to the camera, then put on a sweet smile for me. "Relax, I'm making us money. Go back to sleep if you want, you're not even visible. Turn it off now." My voice was calm but firm. She rolled her eyes, clearly annoyed at being interrupted. "Don't be so uptight. I've been doing this for weeks, and it's good money. We could use the extra cash, remember?" That hit me like a bucket of ice water. Weeks? She'd been streaming from our bedroom for weeks without my knowledge or consent. "Turn it off," I repeated, getting out of bed. Thankfully, I was wearing pajama pants, and stepping out of the camera's view. With an exaggerated sigh, she turned back to the laptop. "Sorry everyone, I have to cut this short. My boyfriend's being a killjoy. I'll be back tomorrow same time." She closed the laptop and turned to me with an expression that was somehow both defensive and dismissive. "What's the big deal? I was just chatting and showing off some new outfits. It's all very tasteful, and they tip really well." I stood there, trying to process this breach of trust. "The big deal is that you were filming me while I was asleep in my own bedroom without my knowledge or consent. How long has this been going on exactly?" "I don't know, like 6 weeks. And I wasn't filming you, you were just in the background most of the time. You're not even here when I do it." "6 weeks? You've been doing this for 6 weeks and never thought to mention it to me?" She shrugged. "I knew you'd overreact like you're doing right now." That's when I looked around and really noticed our bedroom for the first time in weeks. The small LED light I'd found was now mounted on a flexible arm attached to the dresser, partially hidden by a stack of books when not in use. The laptop had a new webcam attached to it, nicer than the built-in one. In the corner by the closet was what looked like a folded fabric screen. I'd been so busy with work lately that I hadn't registered these gradual changes to our space. "You set up all this equipment in our bedroom without even mentioning it to me?" I asked, gesturing around.